A year ago, I picked up a couple of these stop boxes based on a Grantham ad that I saw, and I tested them out and put a video up on this YouTube channel about my experiences. And that video drew a ton of controversy. Everything from, oh, these are cool, I'm gonna get a couple for myself, to these are stupid, pointless, and my 2-year-old could get into it. So today, we're going to do a 1-year update on the StopBox Pro. Getting into the construction and durability of this box after a year, it's identical to the day I got it, really. So, I mean, obviously these are designed to sit on a shelf in a nightstand for, the majority of their lifetime. The construction is, like I said, the same as the day I got it. Tough, hard polymer outer shell. And then on the inside, we have the foamed lined hinges and a small storage compartment. So the only thing that I notice is that the foam has a somewhat permanent indentation on it where the pistol has been sitting compressed for over a year. I found that the foam does expand back out. I took one of my pistols out to clean it a few months ago, and the foam will expand fully to its original position in a couple hours after removing the pistol. But like I said, same condition. These don't have any like real hard use. I don't use mine for like air travel or anything like that. It just sits in a nightstand. So the construction, the durability of this box for my needs in particular is what to be expected. It's functioning and in the same condition as when I bought it. If you enjoy our content, the best way to support the channel is to go to tsdprints.com. That's where we have all of our 3D printed accessories, anything from rifle stands, chamber flags, mag organization, vise blocks, cleaning trays, pistol stands. We have this speed loader for a Ruger Mark IV pistol, saves your thumb, super cool. PMag wall mount, AK stand, AR stand, upper lower hold open. We've got this speed loader, pretty cool. A bore guide for cleaning, 1911 stand, any and everything you can think of. All proceeds go directly back into the channel, ammo, gear, just all kind of stuff we use to make videos like this one you're watching right here. Like I mentioned earlier, the comment section of the original video that I posted reviewing the stop box was absolutely wild. So people in the comments, I saw two major comments being brought up over and over. And the first one was, this is not a safe and any thief could take this easily out of your house. So this is obviously not a safe, so to speak. Like, you don't put your gun in this to prevent it from theft or fire or anything like that. And so this is basically my use case, and what it's specifically designed for is a mechanical bedside safe, meaning it does not have a battery or any electronics that require it to be opened or closed, preventing the scenario of you need to open it up and your battery's dead and you can't access your pistol. So this is like a bedside lockbox, I guess is the correct term. So this is mainly for, if you have small children or, you have company over frequently that doesn't need to be accessing your pistol. This is an easy way to prevent that from happening. It requires a code, and you have to know that code to open it. Now, obviously, if somebody takes this from your house and they leave with it, they could gain access to this by dropping it, smashing it, repeatedly, cutting it. So this is not going to prevent somebody from stealing your pistol if they leave your house with this entire package. They could just, walk out the door and your pistol's gone. Obviously, it doesn't take a rocket surgeon to figure that out. To the people that say this is not a safe, you are absolutely right. This is what I guess you should say technically is a bedside lockbox. So that was the main comment that I saw over and over and over. And that's kind of understood. I didn't think I had to say that, but I guess I needed to. The second most comment that I kept getting over and over was, my kids could easily figure out that combination, or my kid could get into that box within 3 to 4 minutes. So we have two aspects here. Number one, the locking mechanism of the stop box that you see right here. And then second is how you parent and discipline your children. So For the mechanical locking aspect, I don't think my 2 or 3 year old could access this based off of the size that you have to have certain size hands to reach these controls simultaneously, and the force it takes to press these tabs in alone. So, you know, my code, I just have a simple code for this video set in, and it takes a fair amount of force, you know, thumb going in, 2 fingers going in, and then you have to apply downward pressure, and all that combines to open this lockbox. So I don't think my child could do it physically, but here's the thing, they're not going to have the opportunity to try it because I keep this where they cannot access it. Me personally, my child does not, there's no threat of them accessing this because they're not physically able to. Now, if you put this on your coffee table in the living room and you have 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids and they're just messing with it, then that's on you as a parent to limit that, you know, teach them discipline, don't mess with this, and you know, that's on you. So saying your kid could figure it out, you know, within a matter of minutes, don't allow them to have access to it to start figuring it out. Now, if you have, you put a kid in a room with this for 3 hours, sure, they could probably figure it out because, you know, there's a good number of code combinations, but it's not infinite. So they could eventually put in the right combination and figure it out. But like I said, don't give them the opportunity to. That's your job as a parent. I don't need to lecture you on parenting, but again, I thought that would be understood, but apparently it's not. And the last thing that I kept getting in the comments of my original video was, oh, there's only like 4 different combinations to this. Anybody could, like a home intruder could figure it out within a matter of a couple minutes. Well, that's not correct, and you don't know what you're talking about, really. So you set your own combination based on tabs and the sequence of which you press in the tab. So you have to have like a certain combination for this to work properly. There's the option to push the tab in all the way, or the option for tabs only halfway. So there are a fair number of combinations to be able to gain access to this. There's not 3 or 4 different ones, and if you try those 3 or 4, you know, you can gain access to any stop box out there. So again, that's kind of straightforward. For me personally, this still fits the exact role that I need perfectly. And again, that role for me is to have a pistol even more secured, where I can readily access it. So I could put all of my pistols, shotguns, rifles, in a safe, you know, locked safe in my closet where I keep them. But if something happens in the house, somebody breaks in and I'm not, you know, in my closet, in my safe ready, I've got to go all the way there, get my gun, type in my code, get it out, come back, you know, do whatever, hopefully never have to. But with this, it allows you to secure the gun more, but have it closer by, you know, your bedside table, you know, closet in the living room, or high shelf in the living room, something like that, where you can have a secured firearm closer to you, you know, so you don't have to go all the way to where your main safe is, and you could have something a little closer at hand. And I love the mechanical aspect, no batteries, no electronics that could fail. That's what I love most about this, is that I know I don't have to worry about, are my batteries going dead? If I ever have to use this, is my battery going to be dead? Am I going to be able to get it out? You know, those are all things that you don't have to think about with the StopBox. And for the record, they haven't paid us a dime. I bought these with my own money, so I'm not, people in the comments were saying, he's shilling for a safe company, like, you know, he's gonna hype it up. They haven't paid me a dime. We haven't had any contact with them, so these are my opinions. I paid for this with my own money. It fits a need, and I'm happy with it. So that's all we got for today, guys. Hopefully the comments section is as crazy as the first video, because at the end of the day, I like seeing all the commenting, you know, this person thinks that person thinks that. It's just fun to watch, and some are right, some are wrong. You be the judge. We'll see you in the next video.